It's rare that an overdrive pedal absolutely crushes my expectations, and this is one of those times. Meet the Karma Machine Shop. It is a dual overdrive with Karma's MTN-10 and ODR-10 pedals in one enclosure, but it's so much more than that. So let's get into it. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily, and you're a nice warm fire on a blustery winter day. Karma Guitar Amps is sponsoring this video, but thoughts and opinions are all mine. Let's start with the ODR-10. It's their take on the Nobels ODR-1 if you didn't get that from the name. Specifically, I believe I read that it was modeled after Tim Pierce's ODR-1, which is pretty cool. For controls, we have a main bypass, that's right here, that has to be on for either side to work. The ODR side offers controls for amounts of drive, output level, and tone, which is called Spectre. I think that's more of a mid/treble EQ, but you'll hear it. I'm using the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave as my amp at around 3 volumes. That's a little bit more than normal, and I'm playing my offset broadcaster. This guitar features the Seymour Duncan Joe Bonamassa 1950 broadcaster pickup set that's in their custom shop. I'm obsessed with these pickups. I'm obsessed with this guitar. That's why I'm playing it. Here is my clean tone. The middle position, and let's engage that ODR side. In the bridge. And the neck. I really love it when a pedal just sounds good with everything at noon. Do a bit of a lower gain thing. Versus no pedal. think I prefer the ODR with that drive sound somewhat in the middle. I like level at noon, seems like a pretty good place to have it. But let's talk a little bit. The ODR, well, both of the pedals in this enclosure were really popular with Telecaster players, which is another reason to use a little broadcaster in this video. The ODR was used to add some beef and heft to a Telecaster, and I think it really does that here. I'm not sure how folks who use humbuckers a lot would feel about this pedal, but I really like it with these pickups, again, especially with the lower gain settings on the ODR side. By the way, I have a link to purchase this in the video description if you're looking. Moving along, the other side is the Machine Shop's Karma MT-10, which is like the Ibanez MT-10 Mostortion. Again, we have gain amount and output level, but now we have a 3-band EQ. By all accounts, the EQ is pretty good with everything at noon and tweaked to taste. And gonna turn this all back to noon actually. I was obviously having a little bit of fun earlier, but I find this side to be a lot louder, so I'm compensating the volume accordingly. Just so you can hear them side by side. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that Karma claims that both of these pedals are, quote, the most authentic and accurate clones on the market, and they might be. To be honest, I haven't played either of the originals. The MT-10 is wildly expensive, but let me know what you think in the comments. But let's go ahead and keep on playing this thing, eh? We can obviously shape the EQ. That's not the funnest stuff, right? I'm going to absolutely crank the gain. By the way, when you're using this pedal, if you're not trying to get a clean blend on one side, and I will talk about blend later, make sure your blend toggle is set to the left. That means you're using stack when you use both pedals at the same time. I'll get into all that later, but I wanted to mention it here because if you're thinking that I've already released this video, you're right. I just had to refilm this part. Drop that again because see if we get some jazzy stuff. Compare that to, like, it just sounds so good. And even the ODR side. Everything I play through this pedal sounds great, even if I'm not trying to use a lot of gain at all. It's just like the EQ of it, the tone of it, the flavor of it is just so good. And I think I finally understand why people use these pedals so much, the ODR and the MT-10. Again, I really love it. I know a lot of people use the MT-10 as a clean boost. I like it with a little bit of gain, but I get why you would use it as a clean boost. But this pedal already has an overall output boost. There's a level control on the back right there. I'm not sure if you can see that. And I have it turned down a little bit, FYI. But you can access the boost by holding down on that foot switch, and I don't know how well you can see that either. It starts to flash. By the way, you can also access the boost if the pedal itself is off, like it is right now. So then it just turns into a little clean boost. If you're enjoying this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. If you feel so inclined, you can leave a tip via the Say Thanks button below. There's a link to our Patreon in the video description, which grants you access to our exclusive Discord server at the $5 level and above. Again, I've already mentioned the affiliate links, so please check those out. There may even be something like popping up in the video, but I appreciate everyone who uses those affiliate links, everyone who likes, comments, subscribes. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. But now we can get to the fun stuff. The machine shop allows you to stack both sides or blend them in parallel, which I think is just wonderful. I'm not sure how often I've seen a dual overdrive with a blend, so it's pretty unique to me. You can obviously make it a clean blend by turning off one side, but the magic, I think, is blending both drives together. But first, we'll hear them stacked, all right? You can switch the order toggle, so whichever side it's closer to is first in the chain. In this case, the ODR is first in the chain. So let's hear, let me make sure it's actually on stack. Let's hear the ODR by itself. And now stacked. Oh, boo! Boo! clipped. Let's switch that order. Obviously, it sounds a lot more compressed when the ODR is first in the chain. That shouldn't be too surprising. This tonal versatility is pretty incredible. People like stacking these two pedals anyway, from my understanding. So it's just smart to be able to stack them, to be able to change that order on the fly is really, really nice. But again, I think the more exciting part is the blend. So we're going to go over here, boop, toggle on blend. I'm going to start with this on the ODR side. So you can really hear how it changes as you move it. So I want to set these kind of differently. I didn't mean to set the volume up on that again. So we have the ODR side, which is relatively clean and really is there to add heft. And we have the MTN side, which is our higher gain side. And it feels a little bit like having a really cool sounding clean blend to me. Again, you can just do a clean blend. Because this is no pedal. But it's more fun to have that ODR beef and heft. Or even cleaner, just with a little bit of a hint of that more, I don't want to say gnarly, but that higher gain side. that better. Simply put, I think this pedal is unreal. It is a really good word for it. Again, I was really racking my brain and trying to find someone else who did a dual drive where you can blend between the two, and I'm just not sure. I'm not sure there is one that I know of. If you know, please drop that name in the comments. I'd be really curious to try this out. But I'm so glad I gave this pedal a try. I believe it's in introductory pricing right now, so again, check out the link in the video description. I think it's around $300, which is a hell of a deal for a dual overdrive pedal with this much tonal potential. Again, I think people with Telecasters and single coils might like it more, but if you've played this pedal or similar and you've played it with humbuckers, let me know what you thought, because I think it just was made for things that twang and giving them a little bit more oomph, if you know what I mean. If you enjoyed this video, please check out the video on the screen where I build this offset Telecaster, broadcaster. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit up affiliate links in the video description, and feel free to drop a tip via the Say Thanks button if you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.